Okay, I think we're live. Are we live? Let's see. Okay, we are live. There we go. Boom. Awesome, guys. What's going on? How are we doing? Let's see here. Let me take this link. Put it out in the group. Oh, no. Let's see here. If you guys are watching the replay, go ahead and skip ahead like 2 minutes while I get this. Like 2 minutes. If you guys can hear me, can you guys give me like a 2 in the chat? You guys can hear me? Turn that off. All right. All right, let's see here, guys. All right, Dub can hear me. Hello, can anybody claim solely on the behalf after a lot of time at the clerk's registry? That's a very interesting question. All right, you guys can hear me though. That's the important thing. What's going on, guys? How are we doing? Let me turn on my other. I want to do multiple live streams today. I don't know why I feel like going live. I've been sitting in this chair working on this webinar for like 28 hours, literally. So I'm deciding I'm going to go live. Why not? And I'm going to do all the questions you guys have. Okay. So we're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing? Who's in here today? Deb, what's going on, Deb? How are you doing? Deluxe, presented by Jay Beastnail. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. It says, hello, can anybody claim solely on their behalf after the allotted time at the clerk's registry? Yeah, anybody can claim solely on their behalf at pretty much any time. The reason why it doesn't happen very often is because most people just don't know. They just literally don't know. That's why this whole, that's why there's $60 billion sitting at the state, or at the states with an S, excuse me. So, yeah. Alvin. John says, I didn't get a deal in 30 days. Still for a refund. John, just email my support, dude. They'll take care of you. IK, hi. What's up? How you doing, IK? Is it IK or LK? I don't know. We got people on Instagram too. What's going on, guys? Does this work in New Jersey, and can we use your lawyers? You can absolutely use my lawyers. I would recommend, now if you're gonna do state funds, I would not do New Jersey. We've been going through and basically working with every single state, trying to figure out what the best states are. And we're coming with a list of, we're gonna have a list of all 50 states and kind of break down how they all work. But what we've kind of figured out is there's probably about 15 to 20 states, maybe 30 states that are really, really, really good to work in. And then the rest you kind of want to avoid. Yeah. So New Jersey is one of those states that we're kind of on the fence about. They seem to be kind of, a lot of the East Coast states, unfortunately, seem to be giant pains in the asses. So, yeah. But yes, you can use our lawyers if you sign up for Surplus Fund Master. You can absolutely do that. I hope God blesses you for helping others. Well, thank you very much. I hope so too. I appreciate it. IK. Okay, cool. I got that right. Well, how are you doing, IK? Hopefully you're doing well. If you guys have questions on Instagram too, I'm more than happy to answer your questions there. I'm going to kind of go back and forth. Let's see here. Alan, how long does it take to get a check from the time you submit the deal? So it depends, Alan. So if you are doing a traditional surplus fund deal, as we've taught in 2.0 and prior, it can take anywhere from 5 weeks. The longest we've seen take was 6 months. And it really depends on two variables, the state and then how recent the deal is in Cali. Anyway, so yes, those are the traditional surplus fund rules. And then as far as state funds, again, it varies widely depending on the state and how recent. David had a deal get paid out, thinking like 5.5, 6 weeks. We've had people where they say it's going to take like 3-4 months. We've heard people say it's going to take 6 months. So it really just depends. I'm saying 8 to 18 months in New York. That seems like an ungodly long period of time, Alan. I would double check with that because I don't know if you're getting the right information there. I've submitted 5 deals already in New York. Well, congratulations, my friend. Are those state deals or are those surplus fund deals, Alan? How about Boston? I have no idea about Boston. I'm not. I'm a huge Boston Celtics fan, but I'm not I don't know about the Boston rules. Can I go after surplus fund leads from April? Is that too soon? No, actually, that's good. The sooner the better for surplus funds. Usually what we found is the sooner the better in terms of how long you're going to get paid out. That's not always true, but most of the time it is. All right, let's see what we got going on Instagram. What about Florida's surplus funding? Dude, I would stay out of Florida. Florida is, they are one of the biggest. It's funny because California, there's a lot of corrupt things going on in California. Okay, without getting too political. But Florida is, it's just very annoying to do business there. So I would just do business somewhere else. That's my opinion, Logan. ZG Stay Trippin' says, for someone starting, what would be your biggest piece of advice? Do you know anything about VA surplus process? So I'm going to answer your first question first. So for someone starting out, what would be your biggest piece of advice? Learn how to sell, learn how to build relationships, because that's going to be very, very, very important. If you can learn how to sell, if you can learn how to build relationships, that's going to be number one. For everyone watching this, like, if you've gotten a deal, like, you need to know how to talk to people. And, you know, I was an introvert for a long part of my life. Maybe it doesn't seem like that now, but I was. I actually had really big speech issues growing up. I couldn't, like, say my S's and my R's. So something I had kind of had to get over, but that's definitely going to be number one. And then number two is just learn the process. I mean, you don't need to be, you know, a master of it to make money at it, but you need to understand it so you can help people. And then, do you know anything about VA surplus processes? Do you mean VA as in terms of like veterans stuff, or do you mean VA in terms of like hiring VAs? Because those two things mean different things. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me get some questions here on YouTube. Which state works best for you? We've had a lot of luck in California with state funds. That's basically all of David's experience. But we've had students from all over the place get deals in different states. It's not even necessarily that there are states that are better than others. There's just states that you just want to avoid. There's some states that, like, they don't give you any information on the person, so you don't know how much money they're owed, which basically means you're kind of playing the lottery every time you get someone under contract, because, like, they might be owed $5 million, or they might be owed $4. Like, and I don't really want to put my business in jeopardy like that. So I would stay out of those states. And then the other side of it is there's like one or two states that requires like a bunch of licenses. And there's states that require licenses. Like California requires a license that literally you send an email and then you get it. Like takes 3 seconds. But then there's states like Florida that require an actual license that take a long time to get. So I would stay out of those states. But for the most part, as long as the states have good data and they're easy to get into, then that's what I would focus on. Spencer, and thank you for this Q&A session. Thanks, Sydney. Would you ever at any time modify the provided email to say many that may possibly having funds owed them, thus prompting a greater response? Yeah, I mean, I might. Like I said, I talk about I don't know if you've seen 3.0, but I talk about in there, like, when it comes to scripts, especially with email, you really want to experiment. Like, we have a good baseline, but you can always improve it. So that's kind of the key there. Because you might find out something that works way better for you in your area, or whatever area you're doing surplus funds in, the state funds in, that would be better than something I could give you that, I'm trying to give a good baseline to everybody. But you might find a niche that's really good for you. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. I purchased a course today. Do I have access to both 2.0 and 3.0? Yes, I haven't actually switched it over yet because I'm still working on the webinar. That's why I've been here for 28 hours straight. That's actually a lie. I did go home and eat, but it's been a long time working on this webinar. It's very, very exciting though. Anyway, Alan says, hold on. I have submitted. I am seeing court records that take several months in New York. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Alan. Even going a step further, if the voicemail answers with them stating their name, could you possibly state that in the voicemail? Yeah, I mean, you could state that they're owed money. With state funds, it's a little bit different because the information you're going to have is a lot more accurate. The reason why we kind of avoid giving out amounts with surplus funds, and honestly why it's not best practice, is because even if you have records that say they're owed a certain amount, it doesn't mean they actually are. There's cases where for some reason they're just not owed that much, or they could be owed more. We had a student, Barbara, who got a deal. She was originally going to get $7,000, and literally like her pay got doubled because like another lien that was on the property just never came and collected. So she got like $15,000 or something silly instead of $7,000. So it happens both ways. So that's the thing about surplus funds is you don't want to promise something until you know 100%. But with state funds, it's a little bit different because it's a lot less likely. So you could always say that they're owed money. I still probably would avoid saying the exact amount. And if they ask for a ballpark, I would give them a ballpark, but that's all I would say. I've submitted over $1 million in deals in New York in the last 2 months. Well, congratulations, Alan. That's awesome. Sydney, are you opposed to sending text messages to the contacts located with the voicemail script? Yeah, that's absolutely. I'm not opposed to that at all. No, I would absolutely look into doing that. Do you know anything about VA? Oh, you said Virginia. Do you know about Virginia surplus funds? Not specifically. I would look up, honestly, dude, if you're like a beginner, I would just look up like state funds in Virginia. I'd look at like Virginia unclaimed property and just read about it on there. That's going to be your best place to go. If you want to do surplus funds, I'd try to find a foreclosure or real estate attorney in your area. Are you opposed to sending text messages to the contact? I already answered that question. State deals, Alan. Surplus fund. Alan, do you use Spencer's lawyers there? Okay, cool. You guys are like having a conversation. I'm an attorney. Yes, our attorney does California. Although we're putting together a little Rolodex. We're trying to get more and more attorneys on. And Alan, you know, if you would not mind sharing your attorney, not in this chat, okay, but yeah. Hey, Spencer, what is a good split with attorney? Dude, so that's tough, Alan. Every state's different. Honestly, Alan, it's going to be about the amount of volume that you bring. Like, that's why we can get an attorney to give us a good discount because, like, we bring them enough deals. And it's not even from us, it's from all of you guys. Like we'll bring them a couple deals a month, and then you guys will bring them 30. And they're like, okay, like we'll charge 5-10%. But there's some attorneys, like this attorney that we have now in California, I'm not gonna reveal her name on here, but like they wanted 25-30% when we first met them. And we're like, dude, that's not gonna happen. That's way too much. So honestly, dude, it just depends on the amount of volume. I would recommend 10% and under would be, I wouldn't go over like 15% max. I would not do anything more than that. Kyle, I just purchased a course Friday on Module 3 for surplus funds. Should I continue or switch to the state funds? Kyle, I mean, either one, dude. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're both great methods. Honestly, dude, if you're brand new, I would switch over, although a lot of the stuff you've learned is probably going to translate, except for the, you know, actual tactical surplus fund stuff, but the marketing and the mindset and all that's going to translate. So I would look into both. Thank you. Yes, that helps. Awesome, Sydney. I'm happy I can help. Okay, if I submitted a deal 124 in New York, money is confirmed there. Awesome. Still waiting for money. It really varies from state to state. Alan, dude, I would love to actually get on a call with you, man, because I had no idea. Like, we had no idea you were doing these deals, dude. I'd love to get on a call with you and talk about what you've done. Not right now, obviously, but sometime this week if you're available. Okay, one of the requirements to submit a deal is a signed document from the client saying they haven't received funds. Do you have that document? You can share? I don't recall seeing it in your modules. It's funny, we have it listed as a document. Honestly, dude, it's not a document. It's just have them send you an email saying they haven't received funds. We're probably going to make a document because I think people are gonna lie less when they have to sign saying they haven't received funds. We're still having people that like will email us and saying, oh, I haven't gotten funds, and it's like, well, someone got paid. So someone named Samantha got paid, and your name is Samantha, and you were the one that was owed the money. So I don't know, but yeah. So while I'm in New Jersey, does anyone have any copies of the contract forms? Yeah, dude, if you sign up for Surplus Fund Mastery, it's all in there. 23-year-old slacker. What kind of name is that, man? How should I write the letter of never haven't received funds? Dude, literally just have them send you an email with that in there. I'm like really far behind these questions because I'm going like Instagram, YouTube. This is crazy. Okay, what's going on Instagram, guys? Give me a second here. The guide you have online works as a start for all states or just California? You have to be more specific than that, dude, because I don't know, like, I don't know which guide you're referring to. I have a lot of guides. Okay, I got a lot of guides online. So if you could be more specific, I would happily answer that question. All right, back to you two. Do you know any lawyers in Dallas? Personally, no, but we have a student that his entire business is based in Dallas. His name is Paul Lewis. We have a case study of him on my YouTube channel, Paul and Lawrence. So they know one, so you can reach out to them. I have a 30-30 or 33/67% split with my attorney in New York. I am 67%. That's not bad. I mean, it's pretty high. But if that's what you can get, that's what you can get. I mean, if you're making 20% on a deal and the deal's $100,000, so you would get, what'd you get, like 13, 14,000, something like that? It's just tough because you're not bringing the volume in New York. Like that's why they're charging you 33%. You know, if you were bringing them 4 deals a month, like they'd be like, okay, we'll go to like 15%. But I mean, it's tough, you know. And you know what, honestly, dude, it's better to have an attorney you have to pay more for out of your percentage than to have a crappy attorney you pay less for, but they never get anything done on time. Because we've had that too, and that's the last thing that you want. Like, I'm happy to give an attorney even an extra 10% if they'll just get shit done on time, because a lot of attorneys, I don't know if you've had experience with them, but a lot of them don't. So, how do you find a good attorney to work with in your state? That's a great question. So what you guys are going to do, check this out. Boom. You guys are going to come over here, and you're going to go to lawyers.com. This is a great place to go. And you really just want to type in here, like, foreclosure lawyers. And then I would put in like your state, or we'll do like Dallas, Texas. And I'm not recommending, just legal disclaimer, I'm not recommending any of these attorneys. I have literally never seen any of these before. So I don't know if they're any good, but this is a great place to start. So now look, you do not want to just be like, oh, this guy, let's just use this guy. Like, no. Okay, call a couple people, pick their brain, see if they know what they're talking about. But lawyers.com is a great place to start. You can also look up surplus fund attorneys, but honestly, that's a lot harder to find people. The people you're going to find are going to be more qualified, but they're just harder to find because surplus fund attorneys is not a very popular thing. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Hi, Spencer. Can we still use your lawyer if we have a deal? I have surplus fund list. Dude, honestly, we don't give out our attorneys to anybody unless they're in the program. Just because, like I was telling Alan, like we submit a lot of deals to them, and so we don't want them to be taken up by time that from people who are not in our program. I mean, they do. Literally, it's she runs her own law firm too, so it's not like she's just doing surplus funds. So we want to conserve her time. So unfortunately, no. But if you join the program, yes, you absolutely can. And I just went over how to find one, so you can literally go on there and go to lawyers.com and find one. Let's see here. All right, where was I? He says, which program would you recommend for a newbie? I mean, that depends, dude. Like, what do you want to do? If you want to do surplus funds, then I would recommend ours. If you want to do real estate, I don't know. I haven't bought in a real estate course in a long time, so I don't know who's the best at that now. But honestly, dude, you just gotta pick one thing and you just gotta like be the best at it, you know? And just focus on one thing. Like my mistake when I first got started was I tried to do like 400 different things. I want to do surplus funds. Well then, yeah, dude, I don't think there's a better place you can go than us. I mean, there's other programs out there, but honestly, and this is just my opinion, they're just not as well done. But feel free, you know, let me know how to. I'm always trying to find out more about our competitors. So if you want to sign up for them, feel free. How do you find a good attorney? Ranjit. Hi, Spencer. What's up, Ranjit? How you doing, man? Alan, I have done 5 deals for over 1 million. Yes, let's talk, Spencer. I will do another 1 million this month, May. Well, congratulations, Alan. Absolutely, man. Let's talk. Alan, are you in the Facebook group, Alan? If you are, just post something in the group, and then I'll get your email and all that. We can plan it out. Julian at Alan Laughlin. Is that 67% of commission paid out? Alan, I'm not going to work New York, but do you buy your lists or go to Manhattan Courthouse? I'm going to assume you go to the courthouse, Alan. Although I'm not going to answer that for you. I'm assuming you probably answered it to you. Julian, question mark. Awesome. I think you said we can share our sign-on if someone wants to do this with us. Is that right? A gal had a relative she wanted to do with her, and her question, can they get on the coding calls too? Yeah, if you want to share your sign-on, absolutely you can. If it's, you know, someone you're related to, like I don't want people just to share it with like some guy they met on the street. That wouldn't be good. We're actually going to open up a referral program. So all you guys that are in our programs right now, we'll be giving you guys kind of links and stuff where you guys can refer people. And we're probably going to give you like $250 per referral. So that'll be a cool little way if someone wants to sign up. Alan, is that 1 million in commission or deal submitted? And what was your turnaround time? Hey, man. So surplus is 100,000. We charge 35%. I get 67% of that. There you go. Alan's helping me explain this because there's a lot of questions. Julian, so I get 23.3% of the 100K. That's a really weird way to break that down. What's the name of the Facebook group? Clearview, if you're in the course, just in module 0, I talk about the Facebook group. So, or in module 1, I talk about the Facebook group. So just watch the first module and you'll find it. But it's called Surplus Fund Mastery. And by the way, put your email address on there because we do check if you actually signed up. Spencer, I'm a wholesaler in New York and spent $25,000 on marketing last year. I love this business. I'm spending approximately $100 per month on this business. Wow. Well, there you go, Alan. Congratulations, my friend. Like I said, let's hop on a call and we'll figure it out, man. We'll talk about it because I'd love to see what you guys are doing over in New York. It's interesting. Hey, Alan, can we possibly speak? Thanks. Are you in White Plains, New York? It's a very specific place. Thanks for the referral info. Absolutely. How long will the entry to your program be available? It's a bit much this month. How long will the entry to your program be available? It's a bit much this month. Oh, you're saying like how long do you have to sign up? I don't know. Like we have a cap on a number of members that we want to keep it under per month, and it's early in the month, so there's that. And then the other side of it, dude, is like honestly, it just kind of depends on. Like I would be less worried about us closing it and more worried about us raising the price because that's something we're really debating doing, raising it to like 2,000. But I'm not sure yet. Is it okay if a client wants to contact a lawyer? Yeah, that's totally fine. We have a lot of clients that they just want to make sure everything's good, and so they make sure we're all legit. So they go and they talk to the attorneys. I just signed up today. Do I get both 2.0 and 3.0? Yes, you do. How do I join the Facebook group? Dude, you guys are killing. Alan, you're on the Facebook group? You're killing me, man. What the heck? All right, guys, this is literally the Facebook group right here. So just look up Surplus Fund Mastery. Again, guys, do not join this if you're not actually in the program, okay? Just literally search it right here. And it's right here, Surplus Fund Mastery. It's also, if you sign in, just flash my email on the screen for a little while. You guys can blast me. Okay, anyway, it's right here, Module 0. If you just go to using the Facebook group, you just click here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Facebook group rules, you scroll down, you click join the group, and it'll take you right to it. So that's how you guys join the group. So there you go. Let's see who's in here. And say like all these people, guys, are not going to get to join because they're not members. So make sure you put your email address. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. So I have 3 people that are interested in doing this. 2 are personal friends of mine, a daughter and mother. She's on disability and has to cap income $900 a month. I told her I'd hold the rest of the money. Makes sense? Oh, you're saying that if you guys partnered together and she got a deal, that you would basically take it all and then give her $900. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's I don't know about that. So you would have to honestly, dude. Like Deb, I would just try to go out and get deals on your own before you start like recruiting a task force. Like, I think it's awesome, but like in order to build out a system, I have an LLC. That might help with that. But honestly, in order to build out like a system of getting deals, like with other people, like you have to be able to do it on your own first. And so that's like consistently on your own. And then once you have it consistently on your own, you have that system, then you can take that system and give it to other people, and then that's how you grow your business. But yeah, let me go on Instagram, because do you pick already who will get the free program? I think I did, yes. I want through the program by mistake. I want through the program by mistake. Okay, I don't know what that means. I went through the program by mistake. I did pick 2 people. I actually picked 2 people, and I'm going to announce them on my story after this live stream. So yes, I did pick people. All right, guys, let's see here. Guys, got more questions here? So I will answer as many questions as you guys want. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Malik Jenkins, I already know he's in. We can have him join. Oh, where are we? Whew. All right, giveaway. Yes. How do I can get help, please? Ranjit, if you need help, dude, just email our support at Surplus List. So happy to take care of you, man. By the way, if any of you guys have used our support and you guys liked it, give me like a 1 in the chat if you guys have used our support. I know there's not a ton of people on here, but if there are, let me know. Giveaway. Yeah, so I'm giving away on my Instagram 1 copy of Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0 because we got to 1,000 subscribers, so I'm excited. Can I claim that in the name of Jesus? I have no idea what you mean. You're going to have to be more specific than that. I'm a grown-ass man, gave me a 1. Awesome, I'm glad you enjoyed our support. Awesome. LOL. What do you say to potential claimants who say they aren't interested? Honestly, dude, or Leslie, I'm sorry, but I just called you a dude. My bad, Leslie. This is what you got to realize is I'm gonna be an Alex Becker copy again. Please do not judge me. So there is, right now, in state funds, there's about $60 billion out there. Like give or take, okay? Give or take a little bit. So if I find one person that's not interested, am I gonna just be like, oh, let me just focus on them forever? Or am I gonna be like, you know what, let me just forget them and just go back to the 60 billion? So, I mean, there's tricks you can do, like we have a script and all that, but at the end of the day, if someone's just flat out not interested, it doesn't matter how much money they're owed. If they don't want it, then just move on to the next one. I mean, there's plenty of deals, so that's what I would recommend. Let's see here. It's cool, LOL. Loop, 1, 2, or 3. LOL, you're funny. How do I order my t-shirt? Dude, just go into Surplus Fund Mastery. It's right in module, actually it's like in the intro module. You just click right there and you order it. Make sure you put the coupon code though, otherwise you're gonna get billed $1. And I don't wanna bill you $1, MG. So you can keep your $1 and yeah. You say next. Thanks. Thanks, Spencer. Hey guys, I'm happy to help. Yeah, I signed up for Surplus Fund List, but they give me the program and I love it. Well, awesome, man. I'm glad that you loved it. I don't know how you got it, but it's kind of frustrating. But I hope you enjoyed it. Can I get a desk in your office? What do you mean? You want to put a desk in my office? I don't know if you can do that one, Alan. I don't know if you can do that. We actually thought about doing like a mastermind, like an in-person like event. Where we would like take like maybe 10, 15 people. We'd meet like 4 times a year or 3 times a year for 3 or 4 days each, and just really go in depth with surplus funds. Or with surplus and state funds. It would be it'd be very expensive. Like we would charge a lot, but it would be like one-on-one help. You know, we would do like live Q&As. You know, we literally would give you guys the secret stuff that like we're working on. That usually takes 3-4 months for us to put out. Like we'd give it to you 3-4 months ahead of time. So I don't know if we will do that, but we might make a surplus fund mastery mastermind or something at one point. Alan says JK. All right, but I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, I don't know about that one, man. I already have David got an office a couple doors down, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. David, I feel bad for David because I'm so loud. Like I love, I get hyped up on video, so. Yeah. Alan says, I love this business better than wholesaling, which I'm still doing. Well, there you go, Alan. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Carolyn, when will the State Funds Master Course be available? It already is, Carolyn. Just go into, well, Carolyn, if you're signed up, which I'm pretty sure you are, Carolyn. I think I've seen you around. If you're signed up for Surplus Fund Mastery already, just go into the Facebook group and literally Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0. You can just log into it right there. You got to create a new account and you'll be good to go. So it's already available. Is it K for cough? I don't know. Hopefully I'm saying that right, dude. I feel really bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Alan, was that 1 mil in commission or deal submitted? And what was your turnaround time? I'm going to assume that was in deal submitted. But that would be pretty cool if I was in commission. We'd have our first confirmed millionaire from state or from surplus funds. Although I think Rick might be pretty close. He might already be a millionaire from surplus funds. I don't know. Alan, I agree 100%. Yeah, I will be giving away the program this week. I want to be a... No way. Mothman. Yeah, man. Don't be a Mothman. And we've decided, guys, it's going to be Mothman. $233,000 in commission. Awesome, dude. Well, Alan, if this is true, man, you're a new Surplus Hall of Fame member. That's pretty exciting. This is kind of cool, man. This is so random. Check this out. So, Alan, when we get on the call, I'll show you about this, man. But you're our new 100K Club member. Because you've made at least $100,000 from deals. So congratulations. You're one of like, I think 4 or 5 people now. I have to double check. But with Rick, and who else is in this? I'd have to check. But we got a few people that have made $100,000 in income. So congratulations, man. It's awesome. And yes, we're going to be opening up our what's it called? Our first deal club for you guys that get in your first deals. So yep. Do we need to communicate our email on Instagram? I don't know what you mean by that, dude. You're gonna have to rephrase that question. I don't know. And your turnaround time on funds received, I think you said it was like 4 months or something like that. Or no, it said it was like 8 to 18 months. I'm sorry. for the free course giveaway. Yeah, dude, just go on there and literally I'm like, send me a DM on, well, it's too late now. I've already decided who I'm going to give it to anyway, so I'm sorry. Sorry you found out too late. I feel kind of bad now. Spencer, are there sample agreements available for state funds? Yeah, we actually literally got them back yesterday. So David made a video on them. I got to just upload it. So yes, it will be there today. Tonight, I should say. Actually, he spelled my name Spencer. I like that. Spencer? That's a cool way to spell my name. Spencer. That's funny. All right, guys, we got anything on Instagram here, Mothman? You guys got any questions on Instagram? I feel like you're getting like left. Here, let's see. Did I miss anything? All right. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, man, on Instagram, on YouTube, how much is your program again? Right now, it is either a one pay of $997 or two installment plan of $597. One would be billed today. One would be billed next month, 30 days from today. So, yeah. How much is state funds? ? Yeah, Leslie. Check out the private investigative mini course, or honestly, I would just skip that. I would just go to Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0, which is, I'm pretty sure you have the program, so just go to the Facebook group. It's in there. Sorry why about that. I'm kidding. You know what's funny, guys, is so in Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0, by the way, if you guys have been through that program, and you guys have gotten through the end of the second module, there's a little place you guys can leave us a review. Guys, please leave us a review. We spent so much time. I spent a lot of time on my modules. David spent time researching and all that on his modules. So if you guys could give us a review for that, we would really very much appreciate it. We want to know what we can do better and all that. But I had someone today that was very upset that we had spelling errors in our presentation. Like, that was their one criticism. They're like, this program is amazing, but you need to get your spelling and grammar on point. I'm like, Jesus, like, I'm not an English teacher. I can't promise my spelling and grammar is going to be good. But if that's not a deal breaker for you, then it's the place to go. What is back way to find people? I'm doing it in California. What is the best way to find people? All right, dude, so I know you're on Instagram, but the best way to find people, honestly, guys, if you're just starting out, like, this is just my opinion. Okay, if you're brand new to business, if you're brand new to starting your own business, real estate, you don't have a lot of money to blow, honestly, guys, True People Search, and I cannot spell today. True People Search and Free People Search, I think it's like the same company. They're both fairly accurate, like, and they're free. So that's honestly the best way to do it if you're on a budget. If you're not on a budget, then I would look at, like, Delve Point is great. Delve Point is a gigantic pain in the ass because their information is, like, extremely accurate. It's, like, ungodly accurate, but it's just a giant pain in the ass to, like, actually get started with it. So keep that in mind. Do we have to pay taxes if we get a check? Well, it depends on multiple factors, but more than likely, yeah, you have to pay taxes on everything that you make. So you have to pay income taxes on that. So when you make that money, I would put half of it into a separate bank account that you don't touch, and then I would figure out the rest of it. Delve Point. Yes, Delve Point is a reverse lookup. It's an extremely expensive option. I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's like, I think $2 per search or something like that, plus like $100 a month. So it's very expensive, but it's extremely accurate information, and it's a giant pain in the ass to sign up because they literally, like, they just follow you around. Like, they're almost as bad as TLO. TLO is the worst. TLO, they, like, come to your office and, like, take pictures, and it's like really weird, but Delve Point is a little bit better than that. But they ask for a bunch of documents and all this. I found out my dad has funds for New Jersey. Can't wait for the contracts to come out. Awesome, man. Is that in New Jersey for state funds or for surplus funds? Spencer, what I'd he comp? That is good, please. Spencer? Okay, Ranjit, I have no idea what you're asking, dude. You gotta. I mean, I know I was talking smack about people saying that I need to fix my spelling, but I really don't know what you're asking. Wow, in news says state. Oh, awesome, man. Well, yeah, it'll be coming out tonight, so check it out. So 10 calls a day is a good start. Yes, 10 calls a day is a good start. Honestly, in my opinion, 10 calls a day is probably like if you're working a full-time job, it's probably the best way to start. If you're not, if you have time, then I would bump it up if you can. But 10 calls a day is not bad. It's a good solid start, and you can definitely get deals with that. Okay, Life Changer says, wow, in J News, so it's okay to work on in your own state. Of course it's okay to work in your own state. I don't know why it wouldn't be. It's a little silly. It's a little silly, guys. Check out this cool reading list I got today, guys. I'm very excited about this. Let me pull this up. I'm going to delete the person's name who gave this to me. So this is like my reading list for the rest of the year. Pretty excited. So I've read Psycho-Cybernetics. I've read Principles. And I've read some of the other books on here, but for the most part, this is my goal is to read all of these by the end of the year. So I'm very, very, very excited. This is a list that this guy's mastermind I'm in. He gave it to me, or he gave it to all the people in the mastermind. So, like I've read like the Think and Grow Rich and all that, but so it's good to refresh on that. Let's see here. New Jersey, other way. Yeah, I mean New Jersey's not a great place to start, to be quite honest with you. Although I can't really say that indefinitely because we're still working with them, trying to figure out how to do it there, but. I would just recommend going with a state like California is great. What are some other good states? I'm trying to think on the top of my head. Just honestly, dude, if you're in our program, just go through it. And we're making a spreadsheet that's going to go through it, literally have all the states that have every single state, tell you whether it's good or bad and all the information about it. How do we generate a list of people to contact? Well, it depends, dude. If you're trying to do surplus funds and you want to do it in California, just sign up for Surplus List, get a 14-day free trial. If you're trying to do it surplus funds in other states, there's kind of a multitude of ways of doing it. You can go to auctions, you can do stuff like that. It's a little bit more complicated. If you want to do state funds, it's literally, in a lot of states, just online. So, yeah. Wolf of Wall Street motivates me. Awesome, man. So California is the best way to start. It's not the best way. There's not really, like a lot of people in business, they think it's like there's only one way to do something. Like there's 100 different ways to do it, and there's not one that's better or worse than the other. California is a better way to start, but it's not, I don't know, it's just one of the good ways to start. I mean, like I said, there's some guy, and I don't know if he's still on here, Alan, but like dude's closing like $1 million in deals in New York, which I was under the impression was not a very good state to do it under, but what do I know? Apparently Alan knows more about New York than I do. When are you coming to Florida? You mean like physically flying to Florida or like virtually? Because I guess I'm kind of in Florida right now. I actually have family in Florida though, so if you mean physically, I might go out there in the next year or so. Kind of just depends. Hey Spencer, on your tracker calendar, it seems that tabs only go to March and the tracker's uneditable on my end. Can you help with that? Is it really? That's not good. For one-on-one training? Dude, if you want me to pay to go out to Florida, I would happily do that. It's probably going to be about $10,000. Actually, I'm probably going to charge you more than that because if I'm going to fly somewhere to train you, I'm probably going to charge you like $15 for like 2 days. But if you want to come out here, I'd probably do it for like 10. But I don't think you need to do that, dude. I think you'd be better off just getting the program. You can only do March, really? Oh, that's not good. Can you come on here and make a copy of it? Because if you can make a copy of it, or you can just download it as an Excel, that will probably help you out, dude. If that doesn't work, let me know and I can fix it. But anyway, I'm sorry, I totally did not show that. If you can come on here, dude, and just like click File, and either make a copy. If it doesn't let you do that, try download as a Microsoft Excel, and just see if you can copy the tab down here. That might help you. What else we got going on YouTube? Let's see. When you come into Florida for one-on-one training, again, dude, I don't really do one-on-one training. Like if you want to throw me like 15K, 20K, like I might fly out there for you, but other than that, probably not going to happen, man. Probably not going to happen. Again, we were thinking about doing a little mastermind here in California, though. It would probably be about 25K a year. And we'd meet up 3 to 4 times a year. So if that's something you're interested in, then awesome. Nate joined. I love Spencer. What's up, Nate? How you doing, man? Nate, you better be at the office right now. Nate, are you at the office? Oh, Nate is at the office. See, Nate's not even working. I'm over here working, man. Nate's not even working. How can I get the contracts? Well, if you're looking for the contracts, dude, they're inside of Surplus Fund Mastery. So I would get a membership, a legit membership to Surplus Fund Mastery, since you hacked your way in. Can you claim everything for yourself if they never show up? No, not really. There's ways to claim it all as if it's your own, but it's very sketchy and honestly extremely unethical, and I do not condone that whatsoever. Unfortunately, a lot of people do that, but basically, I don't even know why I want to tell you this, but you basically get them to assign over the right to the fund to you, and a lot of attorneys do that, unfortunately. I would stay away from doing that. It's very sketchy. All right, guys. Got any more questions, guys? Kind of dying down on YouTube a little bit. God, I'll be here as long as you guys want questions answered. So, and again, if you guys want Surplus Fund Mastery 2.0 and 3.0, because we're still getting both, come on here to 9investors.com/last chance. You see, come on, enroll in the 50% opening deal right now. You can see all these people have gotten results. And Alan, shout out to Alan. It's our newest 100K club member. Yeah, and we got a 30-day action-based refund guarantee. It's pretty awesome. And yeah, so that's all I'm really going to talk about that, though. So again, come on here to 9investors.com/last chance. Anyway, where are we? I have so many tabs. I hate having this many tabs open. Let's start closing the stuff out. Okay. AK, if they never claim. Yeah, no, you can't really claim it for yourself if they never show up. It's just not going to happen. I'm a grown-ass man. Says, how can I find leads in New York City? Dude, you should ask Alan, man. Alan's like doing like $250,000 a month in New York City, apparently with surplus funds. So if you're looking to do state funds, state funds in New York is kind of tough because they don't give you a lot of information. But you can go online. You can find this pretty easily. But foreclosure stuff, again, you're probably going to want to. I mean, you could probably go to local auctions and get leads there. We have a lot of people in other states doing that are very successful. They just go to like local auctions and they wait for prices to go over. They just mark the properties and they just go over there and like same day and build a relationship. But that's been helpful. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you guys another 30 seconds if you guys want to ask any more questions. If not, I'm gonna go ahead here and end this. Janet says, what are your top 5 personal development books to recommend to me? Okay, dude, this is a great question. Thank you, Janet. Thank you for the great question. Let me open up my whiteboard here. Okay. All right, guys, so top 5 self-development books in order. The first one is, hold on here. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics, okay? And this book, I talk a lot about in 3.0. It's like psycho, I don't know exactly how to spell it, so forgive me, Janet, but Psycho-Cybernetics, okay, that's number 1, okay? I used to be a huge fan of Think and Grow Rich. Honestly, I'm much less of a fan now of Think and Grow Rich just because, I don't know, I hate like this wacky like kind of stuff where it's like, oh, like, I don't know. It's just it's hard for me to get behind. That's why I like Psycho-Cybernetics, because everything's backed by science, and I'm a very logical person, and so it kind of talks about the same stuff, but it just relates it in a science perspective. So that's one book I highly recommend. That's number 1. The next is a book by Grant Cardone. It's called The 10X Rule. It's one of my personal favorite books. I recommend it to literally everyone I come in contact with. Okay, and that's going to be about goal setting, like how to set bigger goals, like one thing I talked about the other day on my Instagram is that like we set like our goals that we set are like way too small. And like we're so like we all celebrate things that are like not that impressive. Like there's people in this country right now that make like 200, and there's not a lot of them, but like $200 million like a day. Okay? I don't know what letter that is right there, but they make $200 a day, okay? Or $200 million a day, excuse me. And so like when entrepreneurs, like I just laugh, like when they make like $20,000 and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna go and, forgive me for the erase, for the comma, they make 20K in like a month. They're like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy a Ferrari because I'm just that badass. And it's like, dude, you've literally done nothing. Like, and neither have I, but so that's what 10X rule talks about, setting bigger goals and focusing on the major things in life. Another really good one I actually have with me if you guys want to see it. It is this one right here, Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. It's very, very, very long, but it's a very good book. Highly recommend it. It's just a classic. I mean, if you guys have read it, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'd say those are the top three. I would say the only other one I would add to this is probably top 2 favorite books of all time. Be Obsessed or Be Average. Okay, this is like, it's like, for me, it's like someone reads the 10X rule and then I give them this, okay? And I let them read this because this is like that expanded. It's all about being obsessed. And like, I'm very obsessed. Like I was telling people, I've been working on this webinar for like 20 hours in a row, like literally. And so yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Those are the top 4 books. I don't know if I have a 5th one. Just start with those 4. What if the property was recently sold this year and the previous owner wants to claim the funds? Okay. Will they have to move when funds are claimed, or would they still have a year to buy back? I think you're referring to like homeowner liens. I'm not sure. Would they have to move when funds are claimed? What if the property was recently sold this year and the previous owner wants to claim funds? Okay. So it was sold at foreclosure previously this year. And the previous owner wants to claim the funds are owed. That all makes sense. Would they have to move when funds are claimed? Well, they wouldn't. I don't know why would anybody have to move in that situation. I don't know what you mean. You'd have to clarify that question for me. 10X is awesome. 10X is awesome. 10X is, shout out to Grant Cardone. If you guys don't know who Grant Cardone is, you guys are, I don't know about you guys. You guys don't know who Grant Cardone is. I don't know. Just kidding. Hey, Spencer, when did you say the 2.0 Surplus Fund Mastery will be updated? Missed that. I don't know what you mean. It kind of gets updated whenever it gets updated. Like 3.0 just came out, but we just threw on a new contract on 2.0, so we're still updating that. So it just gets up. There's not like a set time. Is there a particular update that you're looking for us to add to 2.0? Because if so, let us know, and we'd be happy to look into that if we're not already doing that. It was sold due to unpaid taxes. Was it sold at auction for? Because I'm not a tax lien guy, dude. I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I wasn't asking for myself. Just curious what your list is. I have all the books you listed, by the way. Well, awesome, Janet. It's good. Alan says, Spencer, how do I connect with you one-on-one? Currently working 9 to 5, plus working wholesaling business, plus doing surplus business. Holy crap, you got a lot going on. Well, Alan, dude, do this, man. I'm not going to reveal my email on here, but email info@surpluslist.com and just let them know, like, hey, I'm Alan. Like, I just posted it in the chat. I don't know, hey, man, my name's Alan. Spencer told me to reach out, and we're going to, get on a call. And, yeah, and we'll happily connect through there. I'll get you my real email and all that. So, yeah. Sydney to 3.0. Yeah, 3.0 is already updated. It's already on there, Sydney. So if you already signed up, which I think you are, just go to the Facebook group and you got to create a new login because they're two kind of separate entities. I originally was thinking we're not going to sell 2.0 anymore, and we're not going to sell it by itself anymore, but I might give it as a bonus. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it, but it's going to be there for you guys. I'd love to give you details of my success. Well, awesome, Alan. Again, congratulations, man. We literally had no idea this was going on, so great job. Deb, I noticed the assignment contract you posted was updated with minor changes. I saw that lawyer increased the fee from $4,500 to $6,500. Can you explain, please? Yes, so basically, you guys pissed the lawyer off. No, I'm just kidding. Well, some of you guys did. You guys, we had to unfortunately remove them from the group, but we had someone that was a surplus warrior call the lawyer, was upset about it, and made the lawyer very angry because basically there's a giant mix-up that happened, but someone, and it was not us, obviously, it was either that particular surplus warrior or their client, which is who I think it was, because I don't think they're lying, but someone changed the contracts and like altered them completely, and our attorney was like, dude, you can't just change the contracts and then expect this to work. Like, that's not how it works. So yeah, plus honestly she does a lot, and we wanted to give her a bigger minimum, so her fee is probably going to be the same for most deals, and and she's pretty negotiable on it. So I would just work with her. I thought you mentioned that 2.0 is now 3.0. It is now 3.0. 2.0 still exists though. I feel like Sydney, like, there's 3.0, which is state funds, and there's 2.0, which is like foreclosure stuff, foreclosure surplus funds. And when you get 3.0 right now, you still get 2.0. And if you have 2.0, then you get 3.0 for free. So, yeah. Okay, got it. Thanks. Awesome. Alan, how can I link up with you? The Tesla Kid Model 3. The Tesla Kid. All right, Tesla Kid. Deb says, haha. What's going on down here? How can I find leads in New York City? Logan, what's the main difference between Surplus Fund Mastery 2.0 and Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0? 2.0 is basically only designed to work with foreclosures, and then 3.0 is designed to work with anything that goes to the state. So 3.0 is a lot easier if you're brand new, if you're a beginner. 2.0 is less handheld than 3.0. Either of them work. Like Alan's making apparently $200,000. So congratulations to Alan again. From 2.0 in a less handheld, in a state we never even talk about. So either can be done. What else we got? All right, guys, any more questions coming in here? What's going on the group here, guys? Yeah, so guys, if you guys are in the program already, okay, you guys come to the Facebook group, literally it's right here. Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0 is here. Just click this link and you can literally get your free account to Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0. So let me, boom, right here. So come on the Facebook group, literally right here. Surplus Fund Mastery 3.0 is here. Click the link below to create your free login ID for SFM 3.0, and then you have 3.0 and 2.0. So, yeah, but anyway. Who's the guy who's doing 80K a month? That would be me. If you'd like to, I can prove it to you. With our we're actually doing more than that, but by the way, anytime you guys get on a live stream and you guys, somebody says they're doing like 80K a month, like you should probably be a little bit skeptical. But if we come here, so far this month we've done 16,000. If we come here, we go to April 1st to April 30th, 81,000. Then we have PayPal, which is like another 34. I think it's like 35,000 for the month of April. So there you go. That's my 80K a month. Model 3, hey buddy, happy to talk to you. Awesome, man. Spencer, how can I get help, please? Dude, just email my support at Surplus List. Like literally email support. Like I'll type it in for you, man. Support at surpluslist.com. Boom. That's my customer support. We take our customer support very, very, very seriously. Alan, do you have a Facebook or Instagram? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, guys, unless we start getting some more questions here, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Nothing on Instagram, nothing on YouTube. Starting to die down a little bit. All right, guys, so it looks like that's it. I'm getting kind of tired anyway. I've been talking all day, my webinar. So thanks for all the Spencer. Thanks for all, Spencer. You're the man. Hey, awesome, man. Who gets the check first, the lawyer? Well, dude, it just depends on the deal. Sometimes the lawyer gets it first. Sometimes you do. It depends on the deal. It depends on the lawyer. It depends on the state. So I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't be that concerned with that. It really depends on the lawyer and then the trustee company, actually. Does the lawyer send everything out? Again, it depends on the trustee company. Sometimes the trustee companies will just send people their checks directly. But, yeah. Gina says, thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Gina. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you, Spencer. Awesome, Ranjit. Thanks, Spencer. Alan, yeah, man, shoot me an email, though. Let's hop on a call, dude. Love to talk. Deb, thanks for your help. Awesome, Deb. Well, thank you for your help, Deb. Deb, you're always killing it in this group, man. You're always like, you're such an overachiever, Deb. I don't mean to like give you a compliment, but I do mean to give you a compliment. But you know what I mean. You always have some new resource to give us. It's crazy. We appreciate it, though, Deb. Thank you so much. I sent you an email, Spencer. Awesome, dude. Thank you. Logan says, just starting out, 3.0 would be best then, correct, being in the state of Florida. Yeah, dude, honestly, like Florida's kind of a tough one because for surplus funds and for state funds, they're kind of a pain in the ass. But you don't have to do deals in your own state. That's like, some people are like, I don't want to do this because, like, I just don't want to do it in my own, like, I have to do it in my own state. And I'm like, dude, like, just do it in the state that's easiest. Like, make some money and then figure it out in your own state. But yeah, 3.0 would probably be best if you're brand new. But wanting to do the funds in the state of Cali. Okay, I mean, you can do state funds. We talk about how to do state funds in any state, or most states. So I would recommend do that. Oh, guys, one thing though, before we end this officially, I'm thinking about once a week getting on a live stream and literally just showing you guys like how I work every single day, like almost like a group grind hustle session where like I'll just come on and like I'm gonna work on my online business or whatever I'm working on that day, but I'll like share my screen. I'll just get to work. I'm not gonna be talking that much. If you guys want that, give me a 2 and I'll consider doing it. If not, it's okay. But I'm just like I'm ultra disciplined, and I know like I can't really show you my phone because it's kind of frustrating because I'm using my phone to live stream. All right, we got a lot of 2s. So you guys would want to see that then? If I came on and I just literally just like shared my screen and just showed like what I do with my business for like 2 hours a day. Spencer, can you put more stuff in your office? I have some stuff over here to be honest, but like if I can. So like I have this is like my diffuser where anytime I meditate, come in here, I turn this on and I put just smells nice. It helps me focus, but I put frankincense in there. God, Nate set me up with a nice camera, man. Shout out to Nate if you're still on here, dude. Thanks for the camera. Anyway, this is like my little compass. I got some books over here. I have like a speaker system. I have another monitor over here and then one over here. And then I have my view. It's kind of cool. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm a pretty, I don't like having a lot of stuff in here. I don't know why. I just like to get to work. Maybe a plant in the background. Hey, if you guys want to send me a plant, I'll consider putting it in the background. That would be superb. And the fact that your hours are PST time, that is even better. Again, guys, I'm not going to be on here like, cold calls is what David's going to do. He's going to do that once a week for all the members. But I'm just talking about like me getting on, literally just hustling it out for like 2 hours, like whatever I'm doing that day. Making new ad audiences or something. But if you guys would want to see that, let me know. Logan says, Logan wants to see it. And Gina says too. Okay, awesome. I mean, some of it's awesome here. Awesome, man. I just checked, man, and we got your email, man. So I'll shoot you an email like in 10 minutes, dude. In like 10 minutes, man. Awesome, guys. All right, guys. If we have any more questions, I'm going to give you guys like 30 seconds here, and then we're going to call. It's been about an hour, so whew, I'm pretty tired. Again, highly recommend. Be obsessed or be average. In fact, those with the smallest goals have the biggest money problems. Quote of the day from Grant Cardone. This book is like, this is the most quotable book of all time, guys. I'm telling you right now. If you want spectacular people, it starts with you being spectacular. I mean, guys, come on. Damn, this is I need to reread this. All right, guys. Awesome. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Instagram, YouTube. I had a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys enjoyed it, give me a like on the live stream. Let me know you guys enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family members. And with that being said, I will see you guys later. So have a good one, everybody. Gina says, Ranjit says like. Awesome, man. He liked it. Appreciate it. Tomorrow, 11 a.m., live cold calls by David. Yep, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. David will be hopping on a Facebook Live in the group, doing live cold calls for you guys to witness. So there you go. Let me go ahead and try. So anyways, have a good one, guys. Take care.